We're at the end of our Hunger Games marathon.
And the audience goes wild.
The audience boos us because they're just like so sad.
Oh, I feel kind of sad.
I do too. The last episode we did was on the book. This one we're going to be focusing on the movie, and we're not going to be like delving too much in detail about the plot because we already did that.
Yes.
And that episode was long. So please go watch it.
Yes. So today we are going to be talking about the Songbird movie and specifically just key points that we want to notice or talk about and the differences as well.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think visiting the Hunger Games world, this is the last time until the Reaping movie comes out?
Yeah.
This is the last time we're going to talk about it for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this, our last conversation, do you think this can fix your life?
I think so.
Welcome to the Book Fix Podcast, a podcast where we fix lives one book at a time. I'm your host, Cheli.
And I'm your host, Yajaira.
This is movie edition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting. I want to see some snow edits. I think that's only fitting.
Is it?
Yes, anytime we drag this man in the mud, let's pull up a snow edit.
We're gonna be dragging him.
Okay, but I think it's beautiful. If you're watching this, it's going to be beautiful. We're going to drag him, and then we watch a snow edit.
No, there's gonna be two.
I want to watch an edit, at least one. There's one I saved.
Okay.
I think I saved it.
Okay. Well, let's start by saying
Okay.
that this movie started off differently than the book. In the movie, we are actually shown Snow as a child running through the snow with Tigris, his cousin.
That was during the war, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
And they're watching someone attacking another person. And then when they get home, I believe this is the moment when the grandma is like, hey, your dad didn't make it. He was killed by a rebel in District 12 in the forest.
I really liked how it started because, yes, he was attacking someone, the stranger that they saw, but the guy was already gone. He had already passed. And there's a point where Snow turns to Tigris and is like, why is he doing that? Why is he attacking someone that's on the floor that's already dead? And she just answers very simply like, oh, it's because he's hungry.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, that is so dark. Then that's the beginning of our story. I really like, too, that it started with the part 1 mentors. And I'm just like, oh, nice. It's going to follow the book. So I was really excited for this.
Yeah, I was excited, too.
So we see Snow. He's grown up.
Mm-hmm.
Some may say...
Tom Blythe.
Is that who it is? Mm-hmm. Some may say a little attractive.
Some would say just a pinch of attraction.
That's crazy.
That's crazy because I wouldn't.
I know.
Is that what you're saying?
No, because nothing against the actor, but I don't know how people can't see everything he's done and just like feel disgust for Snow. You know? So it's like
there's something about the red, I guess. I don't know.
Oh. Honestly, those uniforms kind of a statement.
Dude,
They were so cool.
I loved the uniform, the little skirts.
Yes. Oh
with
my
the
gosh.
pants.
I love it.
They were so good.
I love it.
Okay, I have a complaint.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
I know, I have a complaint. I'm so sorry. So it starts off with that scene, right? But then we cut to Snow at his house. Mm-hmm. You know, walking around the house. You see Grandma singing out of tune. He opens the fridge. There's potatoes in there. And he's just like, man, I need a new shirt. Tigris comes in, gives him a beautiful shirt. Mm-hmm. The way that they portrayed Snow in the movie versus the book, I was like, oh, he's such a nice guy. He had moments where he was like, no, I'm not going to eat. You eat. Yeah. Here's my leftovers.
Yep.
You want the shirt off my back? I'll give it to you.
Yep. That is not what Snow would have done.
No.
He would have taken, but the thing about Book Snow is he took in a way where it wasn't seen. Mm-hmm. Like he never wanted to feel like he looked lesser than.
Yes.
So you're right. This movie Snow is a lot more giving. I can see the audience now like.
Thurston. They're just like, wait, he's so sweet.
So
little do they know. Just wait till the end.
Oh my gosh. So he goes to the school and is so excited about this plinth award, but is told by Sejanus, like, they're not giving it.
Yeah.
They're not.
Plinth award is gone now.
Yeah.
Sorry. I know you're broke, but oh yeah, he's broke.
Oh no, I don't need money. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
He goes to the bathroom, he's crying, he's on the phone with Trikers. They're not giving it. Why am I even here? I should have eaten those fucking potatoes. So he's going through it, wipes the eyes, puts on concealer, Snow's back. And it's like, okay.
He's back and on top.
I know. I really liked the whole way they filmed them getting their ¿cómo se llama? Their tributes. Because they were all just sitting. It was like an assembly.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all sitting, and Arachne's like, oh, I don't want to get a weak person.
Yeah.
And Highbottom's like, wait until you see what Snow got.
Yeah. Just hold on.
Oh my God. I hated the way that Snow kind of was watching Lucy Gray with the whole singing moment. And just, it was so powerful and everyone was so moved. And he looks around to see everyone be moved and he's like, got him right where I want him.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I hated it.
Yeah. I'm going to bring this up now because we didn't say it in the last one. I don't think Lucy Gray's name was on that paper.
No, it wasn't. Because
right?
the mayor.
The mayor was doing a solid for his daughter who hated Lucy Gray.
Yeah.
What a bitch.
So we're immediately put into whatever. They're getting to know each other and everything. He goes to give Lucy Gray a rose and she still eats it.
Mm-hmm.
We see him sneak his way into the zoo instead of them letting him into the zoo.
Yeah.
And he still has that moment where he has to like introduce everyone to Lucy.
Also, the difference between the movie and the book, the rat poison was in his house.
Yes. It wasn't put in the zoo.
Mm-hmm.
So he had more to do with the cheating than
Lucy, I guess.
Yes. I think it's weird because I don't think there was anything, if I was in Lucy's shoes, I don't think there's anything Snow could have done where I would have thought there was a potential romance.
What do you mean?
Okay, wait.
What do you mean?
I don't know. It's just...
Okay, let's be honest, though.
Okay.
Your headspace is different. You're not focused on romance. You don't have time for that.
But the thing is, Lucy shouldn't either.
But I feel like we always have this discussion whenever there's like a dystopian end of the world conversation. Yes, I understand that if the end of the world is near, we shouldn't focus on love because there's bigger fish to fry. But don't you think that if you thought, oh, I might die tomorrow, you know what? This guy's kind of cute. Let me hit him up for a little bit.
Hey.
Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would be thinking that. Well, I'm going to die, so let me just flirt with whoever.
Oh my God, that point where he went at night to go visit her and was like, right after the explosion that happens in the arena. And he's like, okay, you can go in through here. Make sure you lay low. You just got to hide. I'll send you food. I'll send you whatever. There's rat poison in this one. Here's this. Beauty yourself up.
The compact mirror
And
thing.
then they're looking at each other through the bars. And the way that it's shot is like you can see the bar in front of them. And then she leans close
to kiss him.
They literally inhale, exhale each other's carbon dioxide. It's so freaking close. And then he's like, oh my God.
Can't. My grandma's watching.
had me under a spell there. He gets up, witch! Immediately. So, oh my God. It hit me more because there was never a rejection in the book. Mm-hmm. This was like a rejection.
Yeah. Well, wait, when did they kiss in the movie?
They kiss.
Oh my God, I'm blanking.
They kiss for the first time after everything. They don't kiss before the games.
Oh, when they're reunited, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So he doesn't have any romantic tie to her yet.
Mm-hmm. But did you feel like he was falling for her? Where do you think he was falling for her more legitimately, like in the book or the movie?
In the movie, I felt it more at the reunion. It did feel like they were falling in love. Only because I think it's brought up in the movie where... No, this one's brought up in the book. But I'm pretty sure there's a similar conversation where Sejanus is like, well, no one's ever going to fault you for falling in love.
Yeah. It's love.
It's love. They both reach for the same cookie and their fingers touch.
That's my cookie.
Stop.
Okay.
I felt it more in the movie.
I did feel like he was looking at her with like puppy dog eyes, like, she's kind of everything.
He, like the night before the games, it cuts to a scene. This didn't happen. And Corio is just sitting on his bed, like kicking his feet in the air and scrapbooking him and Lucy Gray.
Oh my God. It's the gift. It's like the token. Instead of the compact mirror with the rat poison, he's going to give her the scrapbook.
Give me that back. I have this like 6-foot tapestry I made of us. It's going to be nice. Yeah. You can use that as like a little parachute or something. And on top, Snow's always on top. It's like when she goes down. God. Yeah, I made that for her. I think he was more likable in the movie because I did actually really like the scene where he went in for Sejanus. And when he was like got up in his face and is like, you be the change. You can make a difference. Why are we holding hands?
Oh, okay. You mean when the games finally started?
Yeah.
And oh my God, we're not explaining anything.
I like it.
But when the games officially started, so much chaos had happened before that one of the tributes escaped. Didn't it feel like less people died in the movie? Or was I just imagining that?
You didn't imagine it because
there were
in the book, Reaper was killed by Lucy.
Yeah.
And we didn't see that. And I'm kind of glad it worked out that way.
Yeah, I preferred it the way in the movie too. So, what was I saying? Oh, so Marcus was the only tribute to have escaped, and he was punished by the Capitol by being like strung up in the arena. And that's when Sejanus was like, who was his mentor, was like, I need to go in there and get him out.
Yep. So another part, the games were really good. I liked them so much in the movie because you see Reaper have like the whole moment where he gathers all the bodies and then takes down a Capitol flag, puts it down, and he has like a moment like, are you watching? Are you watching? And it's immediately cut.
Yeah.
By Gaul, who's like, by the way, this person died, and literally puts a dead body on the news. But is just meant to cut the impact of that.
I thought it was interesting how Reaper was supposed to be the most dangerous tribute, but he was the one that had the most heart.
And he wasn't planning on winning this. He was just planning on protecting the person who was from his district.
Yeah.
And that part too, when the snakes come and Wovi goes up to the snakes and she's like, I just want to go home. Can we go home now?
Yeah.
And you can hear Reaper going like, Wovi, come here. Come. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Well, Reaper was different in the book though, because there was a scene that I remember Lucy told Snow, Reaper keeps apologizing to us because he's going to kill us, but that it's going to be fine because he's going to go after the Capitol afterwards. So it was different.
That's crazy. I really liked
the change.
Yeah, I liked the change.
The games were very interesting to watch. I did really love the snake scene when the snakes were dumped in.
And she was singing.
How did you feel about the singing?
I thought...
Oh my God.
Oh, this is the thing we talk about the whole time. This, I feel like because... What's the actor's name again? Actress?
Rachel Zegler.
She's Broadway, right? Oh my God. It was so powerful.
Yeah.
I was so there for that. When the audiobook sang it, not so much.
Okay.
But I saw an edit, by the way, of someone taking all the Hunger Games movies and the song parts. They just put the audiobook version over it. And it's like...
Really? That's funny.
But I just thought it was so powerful.
She's so talented. Like, I love that snake scene so much. Like, when the snakes are crawling all around
she's
her.
Like, holding them while singing.
Yeah. And she's like looking at the camera all pissed.
Oh my God. Everyone was moved. Snow was like, they're eating it up.
Snow was like,
sending in confetti.
get my girl out of there.
Oh my gosh. I loved it.
I did feel more of like his desperation to like save her in the movie.
I did too. When she was about to die and he sent in all the waters to create a diversion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
So you could just send in water?
I know. And it was an interesting, this was the first time we saw what it looks like on the mentor side when they're watching.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that it's literally just a screen. So you're telling me Haymitch was over here like, crackers, goat cheese, go. Little note, love Haymitch.
I'm confused because in the Hunger Games, you see Haymitch like talking to people from the Capitol. Mm-hmm. So I thought, oh, maybe like a peacekeeper presses a button and like something gets sent in. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's what I assumed too, but they were always very personalized, so it kind of does make more sense that it's like it's your mentor who's collecting this money, and the money goes towards sending you things. That's it, and you pay for it. And I guess whatever's left over, that's like the money for the Capitol.
Well, I mean, Snow sent her like 8 water bottles at once. So
yes, and I think only a few of them survived, and that's the ones that she poisoned with rat poison. But there was that, and then at the very end when they won, the fact that Snow kept turning to Dr. Gall like, you need to get her out of there. Mm-hmm. She's literally won. Look at her.
She's the last
she
one.
Looks amazing. Mm-hmm. You need to let her out. And then everyone started chanting like, get her out.
Tigress was the one who started the chant.
Oh my gosh. I love that she was there, by the way.
I love Tigress. Mm-hmm.
I love that she came. And I love that when she was announced the winner, Snow immediately goes up to Tigress and like holds her face. I was like, oh my God. We're rich! We rich! I did it! I won!
Snow lands on top!
Oh my gosh, you know that scene?
Which one?
I think it was around this point where... Oh no! It's when he tells Tigress, they sent me into the Hunger Games and I killed someone. And she's like, oh my God.
When he was getting Sejanus out.
Are you okay? And then it's like, it felt good.
I felt powerful.
And then she brings up this little anecdote where it's like, your dad has these eyes that were always cold. And one thing I like about you is that you don't have that. Mm-hmm. So please snap out of it. Let's not get there. Yeah. And then it's kind of just the end of that. So same thing happens.
Oh my God. I was gonna say the same thing as the book. He gets into trouble because they have the compact mirror and then the napkin. Ooh. What is it called? Handkerchief. Yeah. With her scent. And that's what he had used to put in like the snake pit so that they would recognize her scent and not bite her.
It's so funny because that scene where he's putting the handkerchief into the snake pit, where he has like perfectly had a card that can fit in and push the handkerchief in. Me, I was freaking out because I was like, is he going to have to little inch by inch, like, okay, gonna get that in there. But it just, coincidentally.
It just worked out, you know?
Yeah.
So Dean Highbottom is like, I know you cheated, so your punishment is to be a peacekeeper. Bye.
Yeah, whatever. He goes there. He goes to the club, and that's where he sees Lucy Gray again.
Pub?
The pub. No, it's a club. They're raving in there.
Yeah. You're right.
No, but
they're like line dancing in there.
It's kind of going hard. So it's so cool. Oh my God, this actress did such a good job. I loved seeing her face when she recognized him. Mm-hmm. Her like, oh my God, wait, oh my God. Yeah. And him, just the fact that, oh my God, I hated it. The fact that he smiled at her and then looks around to be like, y'all seeing this? Yeah, that's for me.
She's mine.
That's mine.
Yeah.
It like gets to me that he always needs recognition from the people around him.
Yeah, that's Snow. He needs validation.
I hate it. When they reunite, that's the first time they kiss.
And it was kind of powerful, beautiful.
Do you think so?
I moved a little bit.
A little bit?
Just a little bit.
You were like, maybe Snow's not that bad.
I wouldn't go that far, but I was happy for my girl. I was like, okay, she's delusional right now. So
She was very delusional.
Well, to be fair, he manipulated her. So
yes. I don't know what his intentions were.
Me neither.
Because
again, in the movie, he felt different. And
I will say, I did like that in the movie. Him leaving with her felt more needed for him than it did for her. Mm-hmm. Because he was told way in advance that he had been accepted by the military in District 2. Mm-hmm. And he was already planning on leaving. Yeah. So the fact that she knew this... Because he goes up to her when they're looking for, like, the murder of Billy Tope and whatever, and Mayfair. Mm-hmm. He goes up to her and tells her that, you know, I was going to go, but now this is going to be over my head, so we should just leave together. And then she has a moment where she's like, you were going to go? Yeah. You were already going to leave?
Hold up.
And he, like, gets close to her to kiss her, and you can see her, like, lean back a bit. And I'm like, Interesting. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
But Sejanus, it was heartbreaking because
the fact that I had to go through that twice.
But you know what? I hated the fact that they changed Snow so much that he hugged Sejanus and was like, "We're brothers."
That happened in the book.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
I don't remember that.
It happened in the train station when they see each other again for the first time.
But okay, if it did, I don't remember. But in the movie, it felt like he meant it. Like, oh, we're actually brothers for real. For real.
In the movie, when he passes, Corio goes into Sejanus's like bunk and goes through his stuff.
Why are we skipping his death?
Oh, okay, go ahead. Because I mean, it's the same.
The Jabberjays. Yeah, he records him. He asks him, why are you talking to the rebels?
Oh my God, you're right. Because they play the recording.
Yeah.
Was Corio's voice played in the recording?
I think so, yeah.
Did no one else catch that? Wait, is that my boy Corey? That's my boy Corey. Oh my God, it's you.
Wait, maybe they didn't. I don't remember anymore. But the scene of him being executed was the same. And it was really sad.
Yes. And when Corio goes through his stuff, he sobs. And
that didn't happen in the book.
It did.
No, it didn't.
It did.
No,
he
it
goes
didn't.
through his stuff and he finds a picture of him and Sejanus holding
hands,
kicking feet. And he's like,
pull this shit up.
No, dude, I swear it happened. He might have not picked up that picture.
If he cried, it was not for Sejanus. He cried for himself.
No, it was for Sejanus for sure. No. He found a little locket and it says Core plus Sedge forever.
No, didn't he find like a cookie or something? And he was like, he's not gonna be eating these. So he then ate the cookie.
Yes, maybe
he did.
But he did see the family picture, and that made him cry.
No,
and because he feels guilt towards being the person that the reason why Sejanus is dead doesn't mean he feels bad.
No,
he feels guilt. Oh my God,
he hated him.
Not to be on Snow's side on this one.
Are you a Snow apologist? You have been calling him Corio lovingly this whole time.
Not to sound like Sejanus, but I'm sorry. Like I just you're remembering wrong.
Let me double check.
Yeah, let me look up Control Find and just like
Sejanus.
I cried. I love Sejanus.
I love Sejanus so much. I can't believe I killed him. Oops.
Looked up the word sobbed because they did use that word.
No,
it's gonna be one search. It's literally there.
Okay. You know what?
Past tense.
Oops. And if you're right, you know what? I've been right many times, and you never give me any flowers. Oh,
she's
no,
it happened.
Look at that! Swear. It didn't happen.
Oh my God! I will drive home and get my book.
Okay, hold on. This is serious.
What if you look up Jabberjay and then just go to that part of the book?
Spelled Jabberjay.
Jabber. Yeah.
Okay, so this is after Sejanus' death, okay? He knew people were staring at him. Sejanus was known to be his friend, or at least a member of his squad. They wanted to see him crack, but he refused to give them the satisfaction. Alone in his room, he slowly removed his uniform, hanging each piece with precision, smoothing the creases with his fingers. Away from prying eyes, he allowed his body to deflate, his shoulders to droop in fatigue. All he'd managed to get down today was just a few swallows of apple juice. Okay. He felt too debilitated to rejoin his squad for target practice to face Bug and Beanpole and Smiley. Coriolanus buried his face in his hands. He had killed Sejanus as surely as if he'd bludgeoned him to death like Bobbin or gunned him down like Mayfair. He'd killed the person who considered him his brother, but even as the vileness of the act threatened to drown him, a tiny voice kept asking, what choice did you have? What choice? No choice. Sejanus had been bent on self-destruction, and Coriolanus had been swept along in his wake, only to be deposited at the foot of the hanging tree himself. Okay.
You're at the wrong part. He does cry.
I'm getting there. See, look. Cross Sejanus removed his box of personal and sat on the floor, spreading the contents in front of him.
He gags on the cookie. See, he didn't even finish it. He was so moved. Okay.
Why do you care? Why? Okay. He did cry. He curled his legs into the chest and let the ugly, violent sobs shake him. He wept for Sejanus and for poor old Ma and for sweet, devoted Tigris and his feeble, delusional... Why does she have to be delusional? He started gasping for terror. He started gasping for air in terror as if the rope already choked the life from his body. He did not want to die. Why is he making this about him?
Yeah, he did. Because he makes it sound like he's crying out of guilt. And he kind of is, because it is his fault that it happened.
Yeah.
But it's more so the fact that everything's caving in on him. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I want to, like, everyone's going to be affected because of my death.
Yeah.
The cookie, I didn't even get to finish it. Oh, fuck. Like,
but I just feel like he did not care about Sejanus this whole time.
no, he did. He was his brother.
No, he didn't. Don't make me pull up the receipt.
You know, it was kind of interesting because when you were reading it and that point came up, it said Sejanus always considered him a brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime Sejanus would speak, he would be like, oh my God, this bitch. But I will say they did change Snow in the movie. He did feel like a nicer guy,
Yeah.
I guess.
I think it was funny because even before the scene where him and Lucy Gray run away, when they go to the lake together, while they're walking to the lake, he's already swatting bugs.
Oh, yes.
Hating this.
I was thinking like, okay, I'm happy they did include him being annoyed that they're in the forest.
Yep.
He's not built for this. He's a pretty boy.
I hated it. So when
I like make fun of him. Meanwhile, I also cannot survive.
I know, that's also me.
Also, mood.
So when him and Lucy Gray run away, it's more for him because, like you said, there's the loose ends that exist is currently the evidence. So when they get to the cabin and he sees it, I love that he says it out loud, like, this is my loose end. Like, I could get rid of it. And then Lucy Gray's the one who jokes like, well, I'm the loose end too.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have said that. Like, it could have gone more smoothly had she not. And it's funny because you could see it hit her. Like, oh.
Yes, but before this, he does also say the same line where he's like, yeah, you know, I had to kill 3 people. And she's just like,
3's enough for me.
What are you talking about? You killed Bobbin and Mayfair. Who else did you kill? And that's when he has to be quick on his feet. And he's like, oh, me. I'm talking about the old me. I had to kill the old me to be here.
Just like Slim Shady. He looks just like Slim Shady. It's kind of crazy because I don't think I've seen him and Eminem in the same place.
Well, I mean, Eminem is older and he's no longer blonde.
No, Slim Shady is eternal. What are you talking about? Okay, so...
and he's not blonde. Thoughts?
No comment. So, it's the same thing that Lucy Gray says she's going to go pick Katniss. She takes a shard. It looks like a little knife because in the thing she actually takes like a hunter's knife. And he's like, where are you going? It's raining. And she's like, well, I'm not made of sugar. And leaves.
I love her accent.
I know. And he immediately is like, gets rid of the guns and is like, oh my God, Lucy Gray's out to get me. She
doesn't love me like she said she did.
Oh my God, it was so scary.
Oh my
God. Him running in the woods.
He was unhinged.
Yeah.
He had his gun and was like trying to shoot at her, but he didn't find her.
And that part where she started singing and the
Hanging Tree song.
Is it the Mockingjays that are there that sing with her?
Mm-hmm.
And when he just started unloading on them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Insane.
Oh my gosh. They don't show her.
No.
Right?
No.
He goes.
There is a moment where you can see someone run by.
But you can't even see if it's her. That's so scary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Some random person and he shoots at them.
But when he goes to like investigate, he does find her earring and he pockets it.
Mm-hmm.
Does he keep that earring?
Probably. I don't know.
Oh my God, it cuts to future. It's old Snow and he has one earring. It's that one.
It says Lucy's name on it.
I know. I don't remember if he keeps it, but I remember he looks at it when he gets.
I think he does. And then he sees the scarf that he had given her, which belonged to his mom.
Which he inhales deeply, and I'm just like, it's a little weird.
Well, it's on the ground now, and he picks it up, and there's a snake under it, and it bites him. Yes. And he's like, I thought you loved me, Lucy.
Oh my God, he was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He was crazy. He does go back, and same things happen. Okay, I wanted to talk about just this whole thing. The guy who acted for Snow did such a good job because I was not. If I was Lucy Gray, I'd be so scared. It was
scared because you're so in love, or
yeah, I just love him so much, and I feel bad because I'm breaking apart him and Sejanus.
Yeah.
Rest in paradise. But it just like hit with how unnerving it was because of the way the camera was shot and the movement of like looking around. I'm just like, oh, this is icky. It's making me feel gross.
Yeah.
I am so mad. I know it's supposed to be open ended, but I wanted to see what happened.
No.
I know you're not supposed to. They could have at least told me.
I think she made it. I think she's still out there singing her little heart out.
What else did you want to bring up? I don't know if there's any more changes because everything felt pretty concrete. Oh, I love that scene when it's in epilogue status. He went back. He goes to the Capitol, works under Dr. Gall.
Oh, wait. But you know what scene I really liked? Before he goes back, when he's like, his hair's longer now.
That's what I was going to bring up.
He's wearing the red suit, and his cousin sees him, and she's like, "Oh, you look just like your dad."
So sad.
I love Tigress.
I really love
She's
Tigress.
literally the best character.
Mm-hmm. But we'll never see more of her.
Another mystery.
Another
my
mystery.
God.
It's so sad, but she did kind of fade into the background because of Snow.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Ugh, whatever. Snow poisons High Bottom.
Dean Highbottom, yeah.
And walks out. And I think that's literally how the movie ends with the quote from Snow. The people that hurt you are the people that hurt you the most are the ones that you love.
Yeah,
Right?
so therefore I'm not going to love nobody.
And it's said in old Snow voice.
Yeah. He's dead.
That's, oh my God. I didn't think I could hate Snow more. That being said, let's watch some edits.
Why do you want to watch edits?
I just
so
want to
bad?
see why people thirsted over him. Look up.
Is this problematic?
Yes. And let's go ahead and read the name of the person who posted it. I'm just kidding. Read the name of the person who posted it.
I think the next plot twist.
Snow Thirst edits.
Okay. Let's just watch 2. All I want is 2.
Welcome to the Capitol. I shouldn't, but I'm your mentor.
The way
I'm sorry.
that was kind of funny. The way that edit only had 2 scenes.
I know. That was all they could get. They were like, you know what?
That's as much as I could.
These were
script.
his hottest moments.
Okay,
you pick the next one. The volume is down though, so
okay. Snow lands on top. my God.
Oh my God. Okay.
Okay. Things I want to bring up. Why is it we can only find Snow walking? Like there's no other things that he's done.
There's no other significant things that he's done. So,
and no one's capturing the skirt pants that he wears. I love the skirt pants.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Let's see this one.
Okay.
You can't take my past. You can't take my history.
I love this nightcore version of it.
You can take my home.
We're both just like, oh. Who's singing that?
Oh my God. The fiddle version? Ooh. Ooh, we're not even watching. Don't worry, we didn't miss much. It's the same 2 watching points.
People love to have him.
Snow lands on top. Thank you, AI, for this beautiful remix. Anus for sure.
Instead of Corio, that's the loving nickname.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wait, are there any... Okay, one more edit.
Lucy Gray.
Are there any Lucy X?
Snow?
Would their ship name be Snowbird?
Stop. That is so cute.
Wait a minute.
Okay.
Lucy Gray. It's still raining.
All of a sudden, you and I switch. We're like... Tell you I'm sorry.
Look at the way he looks at her. Wait, hold on. This is a romance.
Okay, but we gotta read that caption. Oh my gosh. Whoever made this, they got him.
This is more of a thirst trap than all of the other ones we saw.
It is. They did have more wanting stares.
They had a lot of intense scenes.
Okay, so read that caption.
Let me see. Okay, so this caption says, "Can we just for a second forget about how terrible of a person he is and just focus on their chemistry real quick because it's truly incredible."
Can you screenshot that?
The actors did act their hearts out.
They did.
So I'll give you that.
Let's just, and I love that the edit started with literally the point where she was already emotionally out of it, and he was probably thinking, "What if I get rid of her?"
But did he want to get rid of her in the movie?
Yes. In both, I feel like he reacted the same, which was he spiraled and he fixed the problem. You know?
You're right. And then he did shoot into the forest thinking that she was running by.
Yep.
I just felt like, I don't know if this is bad to say.
No, go ahead. No judgment here.
But I kind of felt like the quick shift of him being like, Lucy Gray, she's on a pedestal, to, you know what, I'm going to off this girl, felt so quick that it almost felt like unrealistic to me.
What would you have preferred?
I don't know. Just him shooting into the forest was kind of like, dang. And then him shooting up at the birds.
I think it was better in the book only because we had seen him spiral before.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
And we were in his head.
But it kind of cut out the whole spiraling thing in the movie. So it was a really quick shift.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was already unhinged.
Yeah, that's true. He was. He was very manipulative in the book. I just wish that we would have seen that more in the movie. Because he wasn't a perfect character. Like, and I'm not saying he's like super caring, but there were more moments where I was like, oh, he's doing, this is actually him, you know?
That being said, what did your husband think?
What did he think?
Did you watch this with him? Because he watched all the other Hunger Games.
What did he think? Well, he really loved Rachel Zegler. Me too, though. She was the best part of this movie.
She was really good. This is the first thing I've ever seen her act in.
What?
I haven't seen any of her other stuff.
Oh my god, I'm such a big fan of her.
Oh my god. I know that she acted with Kit Connor in Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen TikToks of the she performed at a show, the song that they do together. Oh my god, her voice is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, she looks like she's 2 feet tall.
She is really small.
I love that.
Rachel, if you're watching this, hit me up. I want to be best friends. Thank you.
Oh man.
So what do you rate this?
Movie wise, I just feel like I have a soft spot for Hunger Games. We've been talking about rating this entire month, and we've been giving 5 out of 5
I know.
out of bias alone. That being said, 5
out of 5. Perfect movie. I saw no flaws, actually.
It was directed really well. I thought that this was done amazingly. I'm so excited for the Sunrise of the Reaping movie.
Me too. And I will say that I pointed this out on Tuesday's episode, but the fact that the Capitol was so dreary, lacking color, then you see Lucy Gray in her rainbow dress, and then after that, all of a sudden the Capitol has a bunch of color. I think she's a trend starter. I don't know.
I think so too. Can I ask something that I wanted to ask in the first one?
Yes.
You remember that scene in Hunger Games 3, The Mockingjay? In the movie and in the book. Snow leaves a rose for Katniss, and it like is very traumatic for her because the scent of it will trigger her about Snow. And she brings up that the scent is so strong. Like it feels fake. It's like a perfumed rose.
Yeah, it's like artificial.
That's what I wanted to ask you about. So in the book, it said that these roses are very well liked because the grandma is tending to them and takes very good care of them, and everyone loves them, and they smell really good. Do you think that Snow lost that garden, and the reason they smell artificial is because he can no longer grow them?
Yeah, that's what I think it is.
Because it feels like that was also a little shred of humanity he still had. And the fact that that is even artificial is like, dang, he lost it all.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like an interesting thing.
Yeah, that's the way that I was thinking about the roses as well. Because Katniss hated the scent. Like it was very, very strong.
Loved it.
Yeah. Because it's natural, I'm assuming. Like this is their natural scent.
Have you ever smelled a rose?
Yeah, of course.
I take there's this walk. I need to take you through it. But there's this rose bush that's right there. Oh my god. I've smelled roses before, but I'm just like, they smell like plant. Like it's not that. There's this specific rose bush on this specific hike that smells so freaking good.
Really?
That if Snow smelled like that, I'd be like,
all right, I'm on board. All right, fine. I get it.
yeah. It smells so good.
Oh my god, I need to go.
Yes.
Just
I'll
to
take
smell
you.
this one rose.
It's just one rose. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I'll take you.
I can't wait. I have a question for you though.
Yes.
So, do you think that it's a little too typical of Snow to turn evil after having his first heartbreak? Thoughts?
That's a good question. I don't think that is the only thing that led him to become who he was. I think it unfortunately was going to happen anyway.
Because he was planning on leaving Lucy anyway.
And I think he cutting out the people he loves was eventually going to happen. She was just the catalyst, I guess, that led to it. Thank you. No questions. Thank you.
No questions.
Thank you.
Enough with paparazzi.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm ready to let this series go for a bit.
I'm sad.
I think, oh my gosh, you and I need to go watch this movie.
Which movie? Oh, Sunrise, yes.
Reaping when it comes out, just like we did with the Coho movie. And I feel like we should record what we feel before and then come back and record how we feel after.
That'd be so fun.
I think we should do that.
We should do that.
totally go dress. I'm gonna dress. Oh my gosh, outfit
Like
ideas.
I'm in the Capitol.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the pants skirt thing, the red pants skirt.
You're gonna do that?
Actually, no.
And you're
Someone
gonna go
might come for
blonde?
me. Someone might come for me.
You're gonna buzz your head. I've been waiting.
I don't know. I'll take my eyebrows off as well.
Like,
Might as well.
Slim Shady, is that you?
Thank you. I'm ready to let go.
Me too.
To anyone who is listening to us in audio form, whether that be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or anywhere you get your podcasts on, thank you so much. It has been such a crazy month of Hunger Games, but I feel like it was very needed. It's very nice to be able to have a reflective moment with a book and with a series. I just think it does this. It does the parallels to life and like fiction so well. So,
Especially with everything that's going on right now. We did already discuss the ice raids in the last on Tuesday's episode,
which I recommend you go watch.
Yes.
So, thank you. If you want to leave a rating of recommending us our next read, because if you're just watching this, we also talk about books.
Yeah.
That would be amazing. Or you can leave a rating of 5 stars. Thank you.
If you're looking for an extra way to support us just a little bit more, we do have a Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/bookfix. But if you're not looking for something that's monthly, we do also have Ko-fi, which is ko-fi.com/thebookfix or buymeacoffee.com/thebookfix.
If you are watching us, thank you so much. If you can like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because we post every Tuesday and Thursday. We also have a link tree with all of our social media and our 2 book clubs on Fable and Goodreads. I do want to mention that this was our book of the month.
Yes,
And
it was.
Can we say what our next book of the month is?
Yes, it's going to be Emily Henry's
Big Beautiful Life.
Big Beautiful Life.
Great. Oh my gosh, it's going to be us all month.
Something like that.
So please go follow our book clubs to join the conversation.
You can find us under the Book Fix Pod in Fable and Goodreads.
Yes. Oh, and on Linktree. Oh my gosh, sorry. I lost my train of thought. linktr.ee/thebookfix. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my God. And our next episode is the tier list.
Dude, the tier list episodes are always so much
They're
fun.
so fun.
They do take a long time though, so
we're
gonna...
we're gonna be here a while.
Yeah.
Actually, no, because we've been reading less books. It's half as long.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I will say, I'm so excited. I already made it. It's sitting on my computer.
Are we gonna fight?
I think so.
No queen.
Okay, let's go watch Snow Edits and then we'll start.
Okay. We'll be back in an hour.